CRZY News Bulletin. Authorities have today released the audio file suicide note left on the computer and answering machines found in Apron Head's apartment. And we will now play this audio suicide note.
The person known as Apron Head. The paper doll factory must be destroyed. It is, in reality, a front for a biotech company attempting to merge human DNA with wood pulp in order to create living, sentient paper dolls. I cannot allow this to happen. The world would be overrun by soulless paper dolls. This atrocity must be stopped. I must stop it. When I am finished there will be nothing left of myself, the paper doll factory, or the owner of the paper doll factory. My last will and testament. I, Apron Head, to the only father I have ever known, Jocko, I bequeath all of my earthly possessions, which consist of my VCR, my Marilyn Monroe movies, my posters of JFK and Marilyn Monroe, and my drawing of Bengal D. Boop the Clown. To my neighbor and friend Timmy the skateboarder, I bequeath my jewel-studded apron with the anarchy symbol on it. May he tie it to his head and wear it proudly whenever he goes skateboarding in Dead Center Park.
Please
Sincerely,
read the columns of
Apron Head.
Imogene Slokowski in the Murgatroyd Times. Her best-selling book, The Ineffectual Male, revitalized the local Murgatroyd women's movement and spawned the exciting series of columns now appearing in the Murgatroyd Times. Imogene Slokowski appears daily in the Murgatroyd Times.
Basic Lime Thigh Cream. Your legs have been rubbing together too much. Oh yes, they have. And as a result, your tender thighs are chafed. Whether you have been riding on a bicycle, a horse, a motorcycle, or even driving a taxi cab, Uncle Crud Bucket's Basic Lime Thigh Cream will work wonders on your thighs. Oh yes, it will. You thighs will be grateful. Oh yes, son, at CRZY, there are scattered, unconfirmed reports of a living, walking, talking paper doll walking around in various parts of the city. Again, these reports are as yet unconfirmed. Murgatroyd weather today will be sunny and mild with some cloud cover later.
Attention viewers. We interrupt normal programming for this international news bulletin. This is a formal announcement from Count Pedestrian III coming to you now from European television.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
In recent weeks, both my dignity and reputation have been insulted and assaulted by an overzealous idiot in the United States by the name of Lieutenant Skitters in Murgatroyd City. As a result of his outrageous accusations, I have left the United States and returned to my own country. I have no plans at this time to return to the United States, as long as this madman with a badge is allowed to roam Murgatroyd City. Hugh Millicent here with CRZY News. That was Count Pedestrian. Earlier today, the question of a possible diplomatic immunity has been raised by sources at the State Department.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
Crazy Insane Radio, Episode 17, a Rich Bernardo production. Good evening, this is Hugh Millicent at CRZY News. And in the financial news today, the Vincini Cosmetics Corporation today acquired Uncle Crudbucket's Lime Thigh Cream for an undisclosed amount. And the Vincini stock has gone up several points as a result. And we have here in our studio the owner and CEO of Vincini Cosmetics, none other than Judy Vincini herself. Hello, Judy.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about this.
Well, it just makes business sense. Vincini, for Vincini to acquire Uncle Crudbucket's Basic Lime Thigh Cream, Vincini offers so many other kinds of cream and lotions that it's time to enter the thigh cream market. Every man, woman, and child, sooner or later in their lifetime, will have a need for this thigh cream, and the need is growing. We will have our brilliant lab technicians at Vincini improve this as best as they can, possibly adding a tanning substance so that you can now be tanned in places you never could get tanned before. We can improve upon this established business. Uncle Crab Buckets has been around for 75 years, but now it's time to go thigh cream, take thigh cream into the 21st century.
Judy, thank you, Judy. We appreciate you.
Bulletin alert. Bulletin alert. This is a CRZY News Bulletin. I repeat, this is an urgent news bulletin from CRZY News.
I am the Murgatroyd City serial killer. You all think that I have killed 15 young girls, but the actual number is 17. 2 of the bodies were so well hidden that they have yet to be discovered. But I am going to send Humila Sun at CRZY News a few clues to their locations as well as a little souvenir to prove that I am serious. If he refuses to show it on the air, then I will claim another victim immediately after his news broadcast. Good night.
Flashy the paper doll. There seems to be only one of me. I seem to be unique. I am a living, moving, walking, thinking paper doll. I was the original prototype for a living paper doll. I am the hybrid clone creation of human DNA and wood pulp. I am the only one of my kid, the only one who survived the fiery destruction of the paper doll factory. I had been secretly placed in another location by my creator just a few hours before the paper doll factory went up in flames. Now I must learn to live and walk among humans in a 3-dimensional world. Paper dolls are flat and 2-dimensional, so walking in a 3-dimensional world poses many new challenges to me, and my adventure as a living paper doll has begun. I am Flashy the paper doll, the first of a new race of beings.
News bulletin from CRZY News. There are scattered reports coming in from around the city describing a living, walking female paper doll. This apparently living, animate paper doll has been spotted in Dead Center Park by a group of skateboarders, and later reports place the walking paper doll near Drifty's hamburger joint and in the parking lot of the Murgatroyd Times newspaper. Authorities are dismissing the reports as some kind of a hoax or a prank.
Totally amazed and stunned by the human reactions to me everywhere I go today in Murgatroyd City. You would think they had never seen a real alive paper doll before. Come to think of it, they haven't. I am the first living, walking paper doll. Those skateboarders in Dead Center Park really flipped out when they saw me. I have to be careful. If it gets too windy I could get blown who knows where. You know paper dolls are very light. If I get caught by a strong breeze who knows where I might land. And if it rains I could be in big trouble. I would swell up and probably warp totally out of shape I would guess. And I am definitely not time to find out what would actually happen if I did get wet. I guess I better stay away from yards with water sprinklers going. And obviously I have to stay as far away from flames of any kind. No roasting marshmallows on an open fire for me. I'd be the one going up like a firecracker and nothing flat. Yes, life as a paper doll is going to involve a certain level of daily risk. I am tempted to walk directly into the CRZY television station and have Humalotson interview me on live TV. Now that would really be something, a living paper doll appearing on television.
I can no longer control my urges. I must go out into the countryside and seduce a young maiden. I must go into the village and seduce a married woman. I must go to the big city and find a geisha girl. I can no longer remain celibate. The urges are so strong they are overcoming my willpower and my good sense. Great Master, I must go now and urgently act upon these passions. I must fulfill my urges. I must obey the yearnings in my groin. I must succumb to my innermost desires.
Are your desires half empty, or do you find yourself full with raging and uncontrollable desires? Go then, go into the country and find a lovely girl, go down into the village and entice a beautiful married woman, and with Buddha's grace go into the big city and spend a wild and wicked night with a geisha girl. Let your long-suppressed passions be unbridled and unleashed. And may all of your brother monks do likewise. May you all ravage the countryside with your wild abandon, with the lust that cannot be sated, the urge which can never be satisfied, the craving and hunger which can never be filled. Of the Buddha. See the orgiastic monks in wanton abandon after decades of self-denial. See wanton orgies of indulgence in the sins of the flesh. In exciting sensual surround. No girl is safe when these rabid monks turn sex fiends prowl the countryside. See Buddhist monks become sex maniacs. Warning, no one will be seated during the temple orgy scene of frenzy. Now playing at a triple flex theater near you. And in some locations, Revenge of the Statue of the Buddha is playing a double feature of exciting thrills and chills with exiled sex slaves of planet Sigma 5. My. What on earth am I going to wear tonight? Dear diary, I may look dazzling in pastel pink, but the girl in me tonight is screaming for a stunning blue dress. I cannot, no, make that will not be seen in anything less than magnificent when I hit the clubs tonight. I simply must appear to be outstanding in every sense of the term. Yes, you've got it, girl, go out there and knock them dead, you precious. Oh no. I absolutely will not be caught dead in these tacky high heels. I could have found better shoes than these at the local J-Mart. Attention drag queen shoppers. Have I got a news flash for you girls? Shiny red high heels will take a girl where only fools dare to tread. And I'm kicking up my heels in the air tonight, oh yes I am. Bye bye dear diary.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
I'm the Megatroid City serial killer. You think I've killed 15 young girls, but the actual number is 17. 2 of the bodies were so well hidden that they have yet to be discovered. But I'm going to send Hugh Milton at CRZY News a little souvenir to prove that I am serious. If he refuses to show it on the air, then I will claim another victim immediately after his news broadcast.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard last night, was the voice of the person claiming to be the Murgatroyd serial killer who issued an ultimatum to me last night, as you heard in that recording. I cannot, in good conscience, good people of Murgatroyd, cooperate with this person claiming to be the killer. I cannot show on the air the souvenir which was sent to the station, nor will I describe what it was. That would be caving into the demands of this psycho, which at this point could very well be an orchestrated prank, the work of a quack, someone wanting attention. The instructions as to the 2 locations of the undiscovered victims has been turned over to Lieutenant Skitters, the lead detective in charge of the serial killer investigation. And the so-called souvenir has also been turned over to Lieutenant Skitters. As to the threat which the caller made to claim another victim, unless I cooperated with his demands, I can only say that it is my sincere hope and prayer that this is a hoax.
Earlier today at the downtown office of the Murgatroyd Times, I caught up with Shimiko Haramoto, the recent victim who successfully escaped an attack by the Murgatroyd serial killer. She had this brief statement to say to me.
Haramoto. I leave Vincini Cosmetic Factory, go to my car. Man dress dark color jump me. I fight him. He run. Man wear ski mask. Dark black clothes. Outfit he wear also very dark color. I lucky be alive. Now I scared go to car by self.
In business news today, Vincini stock once again rallied and was up 3 points at closing this afternoon.
She's fast and she's smart. She's the little Miss Fancy Pants in your family. And she knows that if she slaps on a little of the new Slidette 2 perfume, the boys will slide right over next to her. Try the latest sensation from Vincini Cosmetics, the unexpurgated essence of sheer femininity. Slidette 2. For the little Miss Fancy
Those
Pants in your
Sunday mornings at home. Nothing is more soothing and comforting than a big, hot cup of slowly brewed Vincini Ultra Deluxe Triple Star Gourmet Coffee. Make some today, any day, every day. Ultra Deluxe Triple Star Gourmet Coffee.
Hurry and grab a copy of the new bestseller by Imogene Slokowski, The Ineffectual Male. The nature of men and their treatment of women is exposed in this best-selling book, The Ineffectual Male.
Some crazy clown is stalking me with a pair of scissors. He chased me all over Murgatroyd today. I managed to slide up under the door of an old closed, locked building. I guess being flat and two-dimensional can actually have its advantages at some times. I don't know who this clown is, but he was yelling my name and threatening to cut me into little pieces. I guess I better stay out of sight for a while. This lunatic seems hell-bent on putting an end to my existence. I would go to the Murgatroyd police station and make a report and ask for help, but something tells me that they might not take a paper doll seriously. Guess I will just have to keep dodging this clown and hope for the best. Jesh Louise, what on earth is a girl paper doll to do in such a dangerous world?
Aha. Sam, you got scared today, didn't you, Flashy? You can run but can't hide. I will get you one way or another. You think a pair of scissors is my only weapon? You think? I can grab a nail gun and go after you with it, or how about a big water gun? Bet that would do wonders for your complexion? How about one of those long lighters like people used to light their barbecue grills up with? Paper dolls go up real fast, and it would be my pleasure to send you up in smoke the way my dear beloved son Apronhead went up in flames. It's your fault that he committed suicide, Flashy. You are the one to blame for the death of my son. And now you must pay. If it's the last thing on earth I do, I am going to have my revenge up you, Flashy.
New feature here at CRZY. We have teamed up with the Murgatroyd Times to bring you guest columnists here to share their columns on the air, and tonight we have Imogene Slokowski with
Imogene
us.
Slokowski, and I am here at CRZY to share today's column with you. That Selfish Boy, Man Brute by Imogene Slokowski. Ever since the first cavemen emerged on the scene, you, little lady, have been waiting on these boy man brutes hand and foot like a slave. While you slave over the hot stove to fix his dinner, he will be playing video games or reading dirty magazines. Hint, he doesn't actually read them, he just looks at the pictures, and those pictures are demeaning to all of womankind. Men are tacky brutes with only one thing on their minds 24/7. It was that way when you lost your virginity back in high school. Men were that way back 20,000 years ago as Neanderthals, and, dear little lady, they are still like that now. And they will be the same way 20,000 years from now too. Stop being a doormat for the brutes.
Excavated by a team of archaeologists who unwittingly awaken an ancient, dormant horror, the hellbird monstrosity.
Hey dude. Let me tell what happened. Like this morning, you know, like me and my biatch went like down to this old ancient shipwreck, you know, and we like went inside. And like my biatch, she like knows how to speak 55 languages and like translate, and so I like go up to the altar deal, you know. And there was like this dead bird skeleton on top of it, and I like touched it, and she goes, no, don't do that. And I'm like, well, maybe it grossed her out, but she's all like, that altar has curse on it. I just deciphered the pictograms on it, and you just got cursed when you touched it. And I was like, yeah, right. But then this dead vulture like started to move and stuff, and so I'm like, we're out of here, and we like took off and ran off the old shipwreck and got back in my car. I mean, like for real.
Oh mommy,
dude.
Oh mommy. Hurry, we must make it into those caves quickly so we can hide. The hellbirds are coming. The hellbirds are coming. I won't let the hellbird monstrosities get you. Grab my hand, little darling, and we will run and hide in the caves until they have flown
Summers,
away.
you ask me what on earth they are. I'll tell you. They are some kind of ancient vultures, some kind of cursed birds hell-bent on destroying mankind. Who knows? Maybe it is nature's revenge against mankind for trashing the environment. We have disrespected the earth for thousands of years. Maybe the earth is finally fighting back.
Oh my goodness, oh my. What am I going to do? With this crazy insane clown chasing after me, I feel like I might as well be standing in the middle of a freeway waiting for a huge semi-truck to plow me down. Of course, being already flat, I could probably handle that. But let's face it, I'm a target. I might as well be the bullseye on a dadgum dartboard. Bangle-dee-boop, the clown is coming for me. So I must plan some form of defense, some way to fight back. I have simply got to lay down some survival plans of counterattack.
Flashy, oh so very fast. And you can fit into cracks and slide under doors. Your little two-dimensional self has proven to be quite a challenge for me, Flashy. But your day of reckoning is coming. I have decided to go after you with a staple gun. I will staple you to a tree in dead center and then personally throw darts at you. Yes, Apronhead will be avenged. His death will not go unpunished, you filthy little scrap of paper.
Here at CRZY News. We're going to show you the report, the bulletin from that terrible night of destruction when Apronhead destroyed the paper doll factory. This was Les Tomac's report from the scene as it happened.
Apronhead told the news media, "Now you're all witnessing a little hero ship. Now let's take this piece of human pest that ripped me off and turn him into a human ball of radiation." Apronhead then doused the factory president with gasoline, then tossed him over the roof. The helicopter was floodlights at a distance, but Apronhead saw that it was fast approaching, so he dialed the TV station again on the cellular and told the television audience, "And now, people, you're going to get to see this whole place go up." Apronhead left the floor by crawling on his hands and knees to the door with a ladder that went to the floor below. Once he got to the top floor below, he started going around wildly dousing everything with gasoline. He left several big cans full so that they would explode when the fire reached them. Last of all, Apronhead called the TV station and told the TV audience he was coming out. Apronhead rode the elevator down to the ground floor, doused himself with gasoline, stepped out the front door toward the police and reporters, and then told the crowd, "Now watch the paper doll go up when I flick my dick." Before any SWAT team member could fire a shot, Apronhead lit himself and burst into a walking ball of stuff.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
This photograph of the boy known as Apronhead is a yearbook high school picture of Reginald Vincent Niedermeyer III. He was born in 1972 in Sawmill City, and then given up for adoption at the age of 3 when his mother became terminally ill after exposure at a toxic waste dump where she was employed. He was raised in Flattown by the Bednar twins, Bednar and Didna. He became internationally famous 3 years ago when he developed the flashy paper doll, which became an international success. It is at this point believed that the sale of the paper doll to a Japanese firm triggered this sudden destructive outburst from Apronhead.
My. I can honestly say that I am certain most humans consider me empty-headed. But I can do think thoughts and have daydreams, and right now I am daydreaming about hopping on the first train out of Murgatroyd so that maybe I can finally get away from this psycho clown who keeps chasing me. I would start keeping a journal or a diary, but I have to be very, very careful around ink. You know, paper dolls stain real easy. But I guess I can start leaving voice recordings so that someday somebody can hear my very personal journey as a paper doll, the only living one of my kind. Oh, don't get me wrong, I still hold out hope that I will one day meet the paper boy of my dreams. And I don't mean some kid who throws the Murgatroyd times, either. Hell, I would settle for a cardboard man. Oh man of paper, where art thou? Where is my knight in shining cardboard? Oh where can you be? Oh where can you be?
Hey there buddy, hey there gal. You are both full of it. And you know you are full of it. Time to clean those bowels out so you will feel younger, livelier, more revitalized, more energetic, smarter, faster, happier, better feeling, better looking. The answer to the joy you have been seeking all your life is in a little pill called Vinci Lax. Yes, that's right. The new Super Ultra Deluxe Laxative from Vinci Neat Cosmetics. It will blow your innards out lightning fast. In nothing flat, all of that stuff that you are full of will come jetting out. Grab some Vinci Lax today if you are tired of being full of it. From Vinci Neat Cosmetics.
Theater screen near you. I need a draft of those.
And I love it. Dig this.
News alert. News alert. This is a CRZY News Bulletin. A clown has been hanging in Dead Center Park, hanging from the Statue of Liberace in what appears to be a suicide. A voice message, a suicide note, was left there at the scene.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
This is my suicide note. I am Bangledy Boop the Clown. Francis Niedermeyer III. You know me as Bangledy Boop the Clown. But I am Apronhead's father. I failed him in life. I failed as a tap dancer. I have failed as a clown. My life is meaningless, and I have failed to avenge my son Apronhead's death. That little worthless scrap of paper who's responsible for his death. Flashy the paper doll keeps escaping me. I have found it impossible to get her and to destroy her. She has outrun me. Through Dead Center Park, I've attempted with a pair of scissors. I've attempted with a staple gun. I've tried a water hose. I've tried everything I know to try to get Flashy, and she eludes me. She continues to elude me. Being a flat, two-dimensional creature, she is able to escape. Therefore, I have given up the fight. I have given up the pursuit. I am simply going to hang myself from the Statue of Liberace in the middle of Dead Center Park. This was my final message to the world. Goodbye from Bangledy Boop the Clown.
Now that the clown creep is dead, I feel like going out and celebrating. I think I will do what most real human girls do. I will go shopping. Let's see. No, no. Not this one. Well, maybe this one. Well, this one is a little loud. Okay, I like this one. It fits well. My. This is my first time going out shopping. Human girls do it all the time. I am doing it to celebrate the demise of that evil clown who did the world a huge favor by hanging himself. So many dresses, so little time. So many shops, and I don't have a dime. Paper dolls don't work or carry any money, but if I find something I like, a cute little dress, I am out of here. A policeman would play hell getting handcuffs around these wrists that are maybe 1/18 of an inch thick. Like I have said many times before, being flat and two-dimensional can definitely have its advantages.
Bulletin alert. This is an urgent news bulletin from Late Almac. The Murgatroyd serial killer has claimed an 18th victim. Police and forensic examiners are en route to the scene at this very moment.
Details of this latest victim of the Murgatroyd serial killer as they become available. CRZY News Bulletin Alert. Stay tuned for the Les Tomac Show next.